match with you and Kenny, it almost to me feels a bit like the Dr. Dre Detox album. Like it kept getting pushed back because and the more it got pushed back, the more the expectations were. Like the expectations for this are ginormous.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you cope with that? How do you even begin to prepare for that?
I mean, I think it's more a part of I enjoyed the challenge. So straight away, like the expectation is super high. I mean, how funny would it be if it was just a 3 minute match? I mean, that would be fucking hilarious.
Just a
But
squash, that'd be fine. Yeah.
yeah, send him packing. Fuck off back to Tony, cunt. But I revel in it because as much as like myself and Kenny do not agree on a lot of things, we do enjoy uh, the way we can tell our art to wrestling fans, and especially in this case, the Japanese wrestling fans. And it's one of those ones where I guess we all saw the rise of Kenny, and in that golden age, it was one of the greatest runs that I think any foreigner has ever seen in Japan. So myself, I was a junior heavyweight after he left. So in ways, and I've seen him say it in interviews, like I was shoehorned into that position, and there is some elements of truth there because I was happy being a junior heavyweight, like more than happy. I only started putting on the size like towards 2019, like 18, 19, and then to realize that I could actually be amongst the heavyweights. It was almost a challenge. But like what I'll never be able to debate with anybody is like the drawing ability that Kenny has. It like he fully submerged himself into the culture, and I tried. I really did try, but I can barely speak English, let alone Japanese, right? But like, I think the one thing that people can't take away is Kenny never wrestled in pandemic New Japan Pro Wrestling, and it's hell. And it's not even just the wrestling; it's like not being able to hear the fans. It's whenever we flew over, we had to do 2 weeks isolation in a room no bigger than the wrestling ring that we compete in. It's restaurants not being open until late, so then you'd finish a match and not eat. So you'd have to wake up super early to find like some convenient food and stuff like that. So I don't think Kenny had the mental state to be able to endure that. I have. And not only have I endured it, I kind of surpassed any expectations that people had of me. I was able to win New Japan Cup. I was able to win the World Heavyweight Championship. I've done a phenomenal job in the G1, and now I'm standing as the United States champion. So I think this is going to be very interesting now because it's going to be interesting more for the fans because although there is this expectation, I think the fans know we're going to meet it somehow, some way we are going to meet it. But my expectation is more what way the fans going to go, because on one side you've got Kenny coming back, which is a huge deal, and we all remember that golden age Kenny Omega. But on the other side of the coin is the guy that's been putting in the work, and when it's been really fucking bad. Like even if you haven't watched New Japan as a Westerner, you've heard about the stuff that I've done. And it's because I've gone in the extra mile further than anyone else has gone in with this. And like that's down to not only the United Empire, like all those boys with me, but the attitude and the work ethic that I do have. And to now finally, after all these years, wonder like who is better, we're gonna finally find out.
Is there, if the crowd feels more pro Omega, is that something that you feel like you take personally then as a
In ways, but like once again, he has such a reach. Like he was fully submersed in that culture. I do have a kind of plan of I do need to listen to that crowd, and I will need to feed off whatever energy they're going to give me. So if they are going to be very prone Omega, I will turn a little bit more nasty towards it. I will wrestle a bit more scrappy. But if they're very much towards me, I will dazzle, but I won't leave any openings for any mistakes.
I just want a year off. I need to just rest. I knew it's coming because the person you sent to try to look over us, I think is an idiot. And I'm telling him to his face that he's an idiot over and over again. And he can't have that. And I understood that. I understood that because nobody knew when Triple H, if he was ever going to come back. And I didn't know. So I was understand it's total makes business sense to take me out of the equation because everybody there came to, didn't matter what happened, they still come to me.